The Euros have officially arrived.
It's Ronaldo. He does it again.
For Kovacic, for Modric.
Insigne now skips away from Tielemans, still going, sees the chance,
What a goal.
takes the chance. Brilliant, brilliant from Insigne.
So we are ranking all of the players that are taking part. As per usual, we have broken, rank 1, foot champs debatable in the pine. There's plenty of fraudulent activity. And full disclaimer, I'm talking about you. Comment down below with your opinions. If you want to get a preview out for the Euros, I'd love to hear it. I also included these brand new icons and heroes if they were European, which just seems fitting. Michael Ballack. Glad that he got an upgrade. He hasn't really been in rotations this year. Let's just call a spade a spade. We keep it funky. He's at least going to be foot champs. He could be rank 1. We'll come back to that. We're going French. Brand new SBC. Good value on the SBC. Plenty of room for some conversation and some debate. From a 76 to a 94, but technical, whip pass, rapid, play styles do matter. We're going weekend league. Bernardo Silva has to be at least in the weekend. I'd like for him to be rank 1. You know his dribbling and responsiveness is going to be sublime. Brozovic, I'm not that excited. We'll put him into the debatable for now. You can tell me more. Capdevia, back in action. I'm starting him at rank 1. I believe he could actually get into broken. It's a resurgence, a revitalization, a big upgrade. He's got enough size to even deal with some of the defending for some of the aerial pursuit. I wouldn't say that he's going to be excelente when it comes to that, but he'll be better than the 5'8 fullback that you could have in a rotation. Chiesa is nice. All-out attack. I also want him in rank 1. Could be broken. We might discuss in further detail. Got the 5-star skills and plenty of burner. At the end of the video, we will have a full review. And if you want to make your office look like this, sound crispy, Elgato, link down below. I've got you covered. Basically everything that you see. Shout out to Elgato. Christensen might surprise you, but we have plenty of center back options. This might not be his year of having a storyline or a true build-up, but even in previous iterations, we've had a decent track record. Santa Claus, for yours truly, I can't see how he wouldn't be rank 1, but the fact that he's an objective that I know we don't have. However, I have used every single version of Santa Claus. He is one of the most slept on fullbacks in the game. Hey now, King Kenny is back. I don't know what else to say. The 89 didn't do it for me. The 91, I personally wasn't that impressed, but this 97, ridiculous. The stats, the numbers, the efficiency, the finishing, the clinicality. We're adding new words. We're going broken. And that shouldn't be a surprise. Everything lines up. We got Di Natale with the track record, of course, can upgrade. I still lean on him being broken. I don't know if I'm just too big of a fan of the Italians. Do I want this to be the reality? Is it because of previous iterations? Is there a bias with what he's accomplished on the actual pitch? That's where I'm at for now. Danny Olmo has crazy footwork, but I'm disappointed that EA didn't give him a 5-star skills or even a 5-star weak foot, but especially with some of the maneuverability. And I had the chance to meet him or interview him, ask a few questions when I was in Leipzig maybe a month or so ago. He'll be weekend league certified, but that lack of 5-star something, it's gonna hurt him. But his passing with the play styles, upper tier, and then having technical, having the dribbling, and you're getting some discount shopping at its finest. Frankie in the middies, absolutely has to be there. There's no doubt. There's no conflict. There's no indecisive, nothing, nada. It's not a concept item. Memphis, I'm telling you right now, at best, he'll be foot champs for me. I don't care about the stats. I know that we don't have the opportunity to use him. Again, he's at the very end of the objective season or that part of the ecosystem. I just have not been a big fan of Memphis Depay. I'm not sure this item is going to shift him further than foot champs for yours truly, because some of that's dealt with the body type. I know the weak foot's a little bit better. I get it. I can read numbers. That's just where I'm predicting he's going to be for yours truly, and maybe even for the masses. Dudek, I have always enjoyed using. I'd like to give him a few weekend leagues. Goalkeepers, so subjective. It is what it is. St. Nicholas, the German, he could be a target man for you. And he does have the aerial plus, which helps significantly, but he's not going to be your best option or even one of the best if you want to play in that way, in that manner. If that's what you're looking for in terms of expression, I'll still give him the debate for now. Stevie G, 90s all over the place. This has to be the item that makes a difference. The reality, we don't know. High work rates, 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot, 90s basically everywhere. And you add in 3 playstyle pluses, so much with the passing. Anticipates always been good money on the defensive end. He should be rock solid in the midfield. And for that reason, we're going rank 1. Gomez to the top. Absolutely broken. Reminds me of some of the old school versions, different years. I got so much trust in his overpowered nature. It's unbelievable. I would like his SBC to have been cheaper, but at the same time, we have fodder. He's not overpriced. I just would like to see closer to $500,000. I know you can generate fodder. I've been able to do the same. Vardiol, I don't know if I'm giving him above foot champs for just now. And I am comparing and contrasting based on the players that are in these selections throughout the Euros. This grouping. I am not taking this and comparing these individuals to rare golds or promos that are outdated. We're talking about premium players because they're premium ratings and premium prices in many circumstances. Even though this is not a value consideration, we might have those observations and conversations, but at the end of the day, this is all about ability and output. I'm not mad if you push Guardiola into rank 1, but for now, I've got him in foot champs. Haji, the Romanian, he does something for me. I don't know if rank 1 is enough. He's got the double 5-star. I've really felt confident and comfortable with Haji this year. If you date back, his previous item, the 91 overall, was nice. Over-delivered. Expectations beyond and above. We like that. The Albanian. And this is where we start getting into potentially fraudulent activity. I'm not sure that I'm convinced. 76 overall, non-rare, never used, now a 92. Doesn't necessarily have the most ideal playstyles for a fullback. And personally, I hate that he's a left back that's right-footed with a 3-star weak foot. I might have talked my way into putting him into the pine. I'm sorry. That's what's happening. I believe Coleman's going to give you more than you bargained for. He's not been a center back that's been in rotations. Again, our selections, the depth that we have. And I'm not taking into consideration anything with Evos. You can Evo so many different types of players. And I can't play the game of did you Evo him? Did you leave him alone? You can only take the one item and insert him in. It gets too complex with the permutations, but I can't play the what if game when it comes to ranking videos, unless it's specifically designed for evolutions. There's no chance he breaks into your lineup. 82 to 92, you get the plus 10, but I don't see it. Tony Cruz, he's gonna be here. End of an era. I realize. End of objective. I get it. I've heard you. We understand. I'm talking to everyone. But Tony will be in broken. The track record matches up. I just saw the 94 in action with unlocked accounts at competitive levels. You're not going to sit there at home and type away saying the 97's going to be a downtrend from the 94. Kvaratskhelia. Always fun. I enjoy using him. Not everybody loves his body type. Lukaku's back to causing problems here with the 94. If you're going for that knockdown approach, which you have to be thinking with this level of physicality, you probably are, he might be rank 1. Absolutely not for the Serbian. You're going to have to prove me different. He's already 20K, and that's not by accident. I see the 99 pace. It's not going to feel that way. I'm sorry. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. 70 non-rare silver to 92. Fraudulent written all over that. Nedved, I like it. I'm happy that he's kind of back into motion, giving us some relevance, some track back. It's been a tough year. You haven't seen Nedved in action. He's significantly helped out wide because he has the 5-star skills, whipped pass, and rapid. Good combination. All black, I'd at least give him the weekend. We're not going to cover a bunch with goalkeepers. Pedri to the weekend. I haven't liked his previous items. This one, I see the upgrades. I got the newspaper numbers. I'm reading them off the screen the same as you. It'll get him to the weekend for me, but I'm not going to bet on him. Petite, you can do better. He gets into the debate, and unfortunately for this item, he can't naturally play as a center back, which is sort of more or less where I believe Petite is best suited. He's not offensive enough or quick-witted or side-to-side moving, not balanced enough to be a true commander in the midfield. You could even make the argument maybe with some of the passing. I know the stats. I see them. But just the way that he plays. He ends up being a classic defensive mid, which is fine. Puskas, he's going to end up here in broken. We don't have him. But I'm willing to bet that's where he's going to end up. Absolutely not. There's going to be so much fraudulent room here. Marco Reus, I would probably recommend just going for the 95. Save yourself some cash flow, but we have the fodder. Has he been an incredible player? Yes. These upgrades legit? Yes. And the combination of offensive tools with technical finesse and Travella, I love it. It's beautiful. Ruben Diaz, I'm leaning on a rank 1. If you want to make an argument to go to broken, I would hear it. He's been reliable. He's consistent. He has continuity. Sabitzer, just off the GP, he's going to foot champs. If you want him in the debate, I hear you. Saka to the top. He's getting just too many stats to not have him broken. There's been a couple iterations this year, earlier additions, but the last couple upgrades, he's been in the running. Saliba broken. What a body type. What a monster. What a beast. What a player. Big Patrick, I'm going to throw him into the debate. If anything, he could also lean into the Pine. That's where I'm starting him out. Maybe not meant for FC success. Schmeichel, as with all the goalkeepers, I just default him in to foot champs for now and move him as you like. Skriniar, often slept on, but even with the jockey, I'll have him in the debate. Some of you will like him a lot. Others will have question marks and won't give him a chance to begin with. I really want this individual in the Pine. I love that he's 6'4", but this is not Bisek Jr. That's the reality. Tierney, I'd like to believe will be in foot champs. Again, not in motion just yet. I don't foresee a world where he's not at least good enough for the weekend. And again, some of this is based on previous iterations. Jockey out wide for the wingbacks. Amazing play style. Rapid, never a negative. Long throw will do you nothing. So at least 2 of them are good. Trossard kind of been cooking. And for that reason, I'm putting him in rank 1. I hope that he has a wonderful Euros. With Schuker, this is the reality. I'm really good with him. But that doesn't mean that everyone will be at that level. And that's not a compliment to me. I just think we've seen eye to eye. I used the 87. I used the 89. And now we have the major upgrade. But EA didn't bump the skills and they bumped the weak foot. I can still get away with using them throughout the weekend. But even positionally, you're going to have some question marks. I'm trying to talk my way into it. Victor out wide, also not happening. We have a lot of Pine options. Looking a little bit better. I wish that he was bigger, I suppose. And I'd be lying to say that I used his informs or I believe they were player of the month items. But this version, not only a 94, but has finesse shot, aerial, and technical. That's a trifecta you love to see. My goalkeeper stance today, we're just going all foot champs. Sorry that it's not a deeper analyzation. Vidic, one of the most physical players in the game, period. Not just center back, but anywhere on the pitch. 99 defense. I don't think he'd be rank 1. I liked his previous versions too. I always felt that Vidic has been usable and viable at different points throughout the year based on the upgrade and the time period. Juventus individual. Throw him into the debate. Kyle Walker, no questions. Broken. I hate going up against Kyle Walker. That will not change. He will be one of the most dominant fullbacks in the game. You can get someone who's better offensively, but if you're looking for clean sheets and breaking up plays, offsetting, again, having that physicality, the body type, the shoulders, just this guy's kind of ageless. He's been world class for a decade. And again, the stats just aren't legit. You're not going to feel 99 pace or that true nature of a winger with this upgrade out of nowhere. Shall we review? As per usual, do not expect Pine movement. And we could talk about the debate. I truly believe Petit has to be played in some sort of stopper or center back role. But I still want to lean him into a foot champs. Maybe there's an icon status. The same with Schuker. I know they might not be for everyone. Icons almost always give you a certain level of deliverable. There's some exceptions to the rules, but both of these individuals have had solid track records, have had multiple years that they have been valuable, they've been usable. This year in particular, previous Petit and Schuker items, I liked them, but I'm going to let this 6-piece sit and debate amongst themselves. The hardest part with some of the foot champs, if we're being transparent, is goalkeeper moves. I don't have a strong stance for any of them. I'd like to believe that Bernardo Silva would be higher. I don't love doing a bunch of guessing and checking. I'm displaying an optimistic gesture. We're going to push Bernardo Silva into rank 1. I'm going to do the exact same with Santa Claus. Lukaku always ruins me. And that style of player this year works. I'm good with this. Depay's not going to get into rank 1. The big question mark, do we have to have some movement here? I think Chiesa makes a case. I don't know if Capdevia quite does based on the year that he's having. I didn't want to break up the single tier, but Chiesa's going up to broken. You can let me know your thoughts. Who's winning the Euros? Which players are going to show up? Other ones that you think are going to under-deliver? I'm hearing all that. And as always, we have a lot more content coming out ASAP.